All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. Things look like they are good. All numbers are green. We are go. What's going on, Guardians? My name is TheBlackLink, and we are back 2 days in a row. That's right, going for a new record. 2 whole days in a row of some Destiny live streams. Yo, what's going on, guys? Good to see you all. We are back once again to play a little bit of that Destiny 2 here. Solstice of Heroes. Gonna go ahead and get back to the grind. I definitely didn't do anything last night. I got back home, of course, as usual, super late from work, so I didn't jump on Destiny at all. So I've still got everything that I hadn't finished from yesterday's stream to do, which is Gambit, playlist strikes. So yay. I get to go back to doing, what is it, Hollowed Lair.
Oh boy, oh joy, just what I wanted.
Ugh. But how you guys doing today? How's your morning going? Yo, it's August, everybody. It's August. Like, we're in a whole new month. And it's weird because July just started. I tell you, this entire year is just flying by. I really don't know where the time has gone. But, you know, whatever. Time's moving on. It's almost vacation time again. We got Shadowbringers getting ready to come out. And boy, oh boy, we are here to do some live streams. So let's go ahead and get started on into this stuff. I think first things first, we need to head to the tower, grab the bounties from old Grandma Ava, and see if we can get a start on those. Yo, Zach, how's it going, man? Duke, what's up, dude? Yo, Duke, did you see that thread I posted in the Discord for the mini-boss kills? You can actually just, if you go through the EAZ, you're going to want a fire team for this, but if you go through the EAZ, if you get... How did I have somebody enter local chat when I was in orbit? Oh, you know what? It was just doing that because I'm loaded into the tower. Okay, it was like Chronicle entered local chat. Taja Gar entered local chat. And I'm sitting here like, wait, what? There is no local chat in orbit. But anyways, if you're in the EAZ and you happen to get the Cabal with the like two, what are they, Centurion bosses? They spawn little mini Scions every couple of seconds, and those Scions count as mini-bosses. So if you're in a fire team with people, you can communicate and tell them, don't kill the bosses, just keep killing the Scions. Every Scion you kill actually counts towards the objective there. It counts as a mini-boss. So technically, you can get your entire run done, like all, what is it, 100, 500 that you need to kill in one run. It's going to be boring. It's going to take a long time, but you'll get it done. Yo, Kyle, good to see you, man. You get the armors on one class yet? Are you kidding me? I ain't got time to burn through all that. I'm still on the green gear. Yo, Zach, I actually do have jelly beans. I actually do. They are quite delicious. They're the Starburst brand of jelly beans. I like them.
Guardian.
This nonsense. Get our stuff from Ava. I can't believe I have to stockpile 50 more bounties. Ugh.
I've got something special for you.
Thanks for the Crown of Tempest, Granny. That's... Aight, whatever. These gonna be the same every day. High value targets, yeah, complete Exodus Crash. Ugh. Resource collection. Guardians defeated with Arc. And enemies defeated using arc weapons. Right, because it's an arc day. Alright, so what arc weapon are we going to use? We're going to stick with Loaded Question or swap over to Risk Runner. I'll leave that with you guys. You guys been enjoying the Solstice of Heroes? The Engineer Scion, right? Yeah, I was doing just that in my last run. No fire team for me, though. Yeah, that's it. For those out there who don't know, the Engineer Scion is just like a little mini yellow bar ad that the bosses will spawn every couple of seconds. Just keep killing them and don't kill the bosses, and you'll win. You will win. The grind is real. Dude, Lewis, it is. It absolutely is. It's actually a little ridiculous, the number of things you need to do. Thankfully, I'm going to get some of the more boring stuff out of the way today. Probably going to be a slightly shorter live stream, too. I've got a place to be in about an hour and a half or two. Have any non-Gambit bounties? Ellie Gambit. I've defeated the Tangled Shore. Enemies with primary weapons. That's easy.
Be smart with
Collector
this.
bounty, loot lost sector, caches in easy or in Titan. Easy. Red orbs of light. Easy. Easy bounties. Gotta do 50 of these things. Ugh. 4 out of 10 on this Solstice. Not a fan, Hush. Yo, I'm not sweating this event. Absolutely not. Like I said to Nim yesterday, I'm taking it slow on this one. On last year's event, I basically burned through things. I got like the entire Warlock set up to Legendary in like a day or two. Then I started working on the Hunter set. Got that up to Legendary in like a day or two. Then I started working on the Titan set. This time, nah, I'm taking all week to get my Warlock done. Absolutely no rush for me this time around. Then next week, if I finish my Warlock, that's when I'll start my Hunter or my Titan. Nobody got time for all that nonsense. Next quest step. Getting the trained armor set. Okay, easy money. Well, let's hop back in. All this for armor. Armor! I know, right? I mean, at the very least, the armor has a point now, Sydney. It's got a point now. Now that it's become, you know, the first 2.0 set of armor. Like, I can at the very least say, okay, this is worth my time a little. Glad to see you guys aren't taking nonsense when it comes to Solstice this time, though. Because, like, it can be pretty bad. I'm mainly a fan of, you know what, Golden Game Lord? I'm mainly a fan of the glows with the Majestic set, too. Like, the Majestic armor set. Where's my charger? There it is. There she is. The Majestic armor set looks pretty good. Kyle says I have exactly one character, or 100, that's it. I'm not going to spend time making 2 more characters for higher ranking. Oh, absolutely not. If you don't already have a character at level 50, 750 light, well, maybe not just 750, but if you already don't have a character at level 50, I wouldn't bother. Come here, boy. Oh, loaded question. This thing is so good. Thank you. Tell you what, you feel that in that increased arc damage. Boom. Get yourself a nice arc sword like the Striker's Sure Hand. This is the Forge Sword. Probably one of the better swords in the game. Oh, rest in peace, teammate. Slapped him through a window. Soup! Oh, survived. I swear, they still need to give swords more ammo. Like 100 sword bullets or bust. Where are we going? Where are we dropping, boys? Yo! We finally got our Battle Royale in Destiny, guys. They finally did it. We jump in that fallen teleporter. Where are we dropping, boys? I'm going to rooftop. Hey, stop it. Rest. The reason I'm grinding is for the Armor 2.0 and to look real sexy. Yo, Illuminati. By the way, I love your name. That's a fantastic way to spell that. Yeah, that's it. That's basically the only reason to play this. Hey, homie. What's up, man? You know what? Yeah, you're right. I should follow you. That guy's probably gonna get that one. Hello, servitor. Yoink. Yoink, yoink. Oh, make him hurts. I love the bounty names. Why won't they increase damage on swords? Well, I mean, swords already do decent damage. With the right combination, your swords can actually put out a pretty crazy amount of damage. Not saying that they can't get stronger. I would love that. But I think it's a little ridiculous that you run out of sword ammo. Sword bullets so very quickly. I didn't take away my jump, did it? Oh no. Oh no! Well, lesson learned. Don't float into the teleporter. Or else you get the crunch of a lifetime. What's up? Ooh. Yo, have you guys seen the clip that, I think it was Destiny Funpo? No, maybe DJP. Somebody put up on Twitter, of the Striker Titan running bottom tree with the full elemental charge, and his super basically just lasts forever. That's a pretty big yikes. Kind of makes me want to jump on my Titan and just go wreak havoc in PvP. Alright, it's the one that's on the rafters. Hey, man. Alright, fine. Move around. My jumps are scuffed! It's hitting me. Oh, the door. This place is such a maze. Fast. Gotta be furious. Rest. Loaded question is probably my favorite fusion. I mean, it's a good fusion rifle. Probably the most worthwhile of the Vanguard rewards. Okay, thank you. I wonder if the Cabal are the only ones who drop like little mini bosses. Why are these guys still here? Usually the enemies despawn. Daddy. Why do I feel that this area will have an exotic quest soon? Given that there's that hidden zone underneath the EAZ with like the pipeline and the bars and all that kind of stuff. I think there's a cat in there too, like one of the Dreaming City cats. I would say it's probably a safe bet that there might be an exotic quest in here that might become available at the end of Solstice. Or possibly whenever you get a maxed out set of armor or something. Maybe even 3 maxed out armors. Oh, could you imagine if they did that? If they locked the exotic behind completion? This PS4 or PC? This is PC. Yo, Chuck, man. Good to see you, brother. You finished the armor yet? Incognito. Absolutely not. Oh, I thought I was on Storm Trance. My apologies. The wasted moonbeam. Kaboom. And that's how you handle all the servitors in one shot. Loaded question. The reservoir burst from the loaded question is actually super powerful. It's like a 30% damage boost on that first shot, and then like with the 30% damage boost that fusion rifles in this archetype got, it's just powerful. I love it. I love this fusion rifle. Kaboom. Delirium should be good on Arc Day. Oh yeah, absolutely. Delirium's a fantastic, fantastic weapon too. But get out of here! You killed all the servitors. Go away. Leave me alone. So maybe somebody can clarify for me. So does having the empowerment, the full elemental charge, does that make it so that your if you're using a roaming super, it lasts longer? Is that what that does? Because it seems to do that for basically everything else. Alright. Got that one. Over here. In this building, isn't it? It's in the one behind it. It does make it last longer? That's crazy. That's a little insane for PvP. But I do like crazy. There. Bloop. I want to go over there. That floating. Ah! Woo! Woo! That was a little close. Just a little bit. The Spectral Blade is about to be everywhere in Crucible. No, don't worry about Spectral Blade. Worry about Striker Titans. Worry about them Striker Titans flying in with infinite super and just shoulder tackling everything. I wonder, does the Night Stalker's like true sight treasure chest hunting thing work for these chests? Because EDZ, the EDZ cache ghost doesn't. Can we get some more of that at home? The wife would enjoy it? Oh, absolutely. That was my completion for the... Back into the strikes. Oh, because it's heavyweight too. How much time we got? 12. A little under an hour. We can get at least a few strikes done. I hope the EAZ stays after Solstice. It's such a cool idea. Oh, absolutely. I hope so too. It's a cool zone, you know? It'd be kind of a waste to just throw it away after the event goes away, but... I mean, you know Bungie. They make curious decisions, shall we say. Is it true that the chest spawns where the mini-boss died? Generally the same areas that the mini-bosses can be in. Not exactly the same areas, but they usually spawn in the vicinity of where mini-bosses were. Brachion? But I can't sword Brachion. Or can I?
I have reason to believe there may be a taken presence inside the Pyramidion. Watch your back.
Yo, who's booming me? Lower the torch cannon, please. Thanks for blocking my shot. Whoosh. I'm going in! Like, you see me with a sword rushing this man down. Why would you shoot at him? Are you just that kind of dick? What do you guys... Did y'all forget there are an extra 2 waves of ads? Absolute amateurs. What utter bellends. Stop it! Ugh, it's like the Taken. Hey, you can pull out your sparrows.
Doors open. Where can we find the Genesis mine?
In the cell phone line criticality of the centroneural terminus.
No one knows.
Normies. Yeah, absolute normies. How crazy would it be if I went for 100% Solstice on all 3? I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the full armor on all 3 characters. Not crazy, it's just got to be a lot of work. No, no! Oh, well, this will work. Woo. Woo. Oh, no! Serpentine! Serpentine! Always amazes me how many people don't know how to run these strikes. I think they just got a little ahead of themselves.
We're monitoring the Pyramidian's resonance.
Oh, you know what? I was supposed to change my super. Oops.
I thought I
To normal storm trance.
Oh, Siren.
Oh well.
No.
Guess these goblins are gonna get the full Kamehameha experience. Although you want to know one good thing about running Chaos Reach with this elemental empowerment, Pulse Wave mixes with the elemental charge, so you just become Sonic the Hedgehog. Get it. Yep, stand all together. Kaboom, baby! If you haven't gotten the loaded question yet, go run strikes. You got to do it for this stupid armor anyway. Go run strikes. It's fantastic. Here we go. Get out of my way, teammate. Do not interrupt the memes. Let's see. Link arc web. Arc web, definitely. Sheesh, maybe these guys do suck. Pretty much cleared this whole room before they got here. How do you get Lord of Wolves and Prometheus emblems? Are they out yet? They are not out yet. You get them, well, for the Prometheus lens emblem, if there's no real way to get it now. Like, you had to have been around way back in the day.
The Vex calibrate their weapons depending on the tactics of their enemies. Not sure where they got the idea about lasers, but you can't say it's not effective.
Basically, for the Prometheus lens, you had to have been around back in 27... What am I stuck on? You had to have been around in one weekend in 2017. The weekend of December 8th to December 12th. You had to have played one game of PvP. For the Lord of Wolves, you had to have played PvP within the last, what is it, 3 or 4 weeks before Lord of Wolves got nerfed. So if you haven't played PvP for the last month or two, then you're not going to get the Lord of Wolves emblem. And if you didn't play back in 2017, you're not going to get the prismatic, whatever emblem. They are exclusivo. How much are you hoping that Gjallarhorn is going to be a thing soon? Like I said to you guys yesterday, I don't know why. I have no evidence to back it up. I'm not going to sit here and clickbait you like others. There is absolutely no information that I have to back it up. I just have a feeling that, like, with Bungie really banking on nostalgia these days, look at this. Look at this speed. Look at this strafing speed. But with Bungie banking on nostalgia these days, I just really get the feeling that that Gjallarhorn might be something we see soon. G-Horn needs to stay in D1. I respect your opinion, but I disagree with it.
We're analyzing live data from your team, and brace yourself.
Boom, baby.
I believe our Gensum scribe is genuinely confounded.
Inaccurate! I have never been confounded in my life.
Make a new G-Horn just like not G-Horn? Tell me the story of your hatred of Gjallarhorn, Brian. Tell me, Brian. Why do you hate fun? Give you some leading questions here. So, I see you dislike Gjallarhorn. When did you stop beating your wife?
I really want to tell you that's exactly what we're looking at.
I don't care about you. When a target suck. Shaki. Whew. I believe I'm still getting those lost treasure things. You know what? Hold this. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding around. I know he probably doesn't hate Gjallarhorn. I'm just joking. Oh, and then there was one. Like, y'all have put up some questionable performance numbers. Gotta get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Yo, Duke, you already on the legendary set? I tip my hat to you, brother. That's a lot of work. Knock, knock. Yo, Michael, what's up, dude? Heading for a walk. Wanted to give my regards. You're still grinding when I get back. I'll pop back in. I'll probably be here. Oh, right, I'm not on Chaos Reach. I don't have my extended melee. With every D1 exotic returning, it seems Bungie might regret making D2 and not just continuing forward with D1. Well, that was going to happen anyway. They had to move away from the architecture and limitations of D1. The engine for it was terribly unoptimized, and it's actually kind of ironic and sad, but it's kind of the same story with D2. It's better than it was in D1. It can do more stuff, but eventually they're going to have to move away from this too for D3. But I do think it was a bit of a mistake for them to so quickly try to throw everything that they had built up in D1 away to start fresh with D2. I think that hasn't really panned out for them too well. And you see that. And now, with, well, how rude is that? You missed! You missed your shot, bro! But with the way things have turned out, it seems like Bungie is finally deciding, okay, we're going to pander to nostalgia. Like, with Shadowkeep and the Moon and all of the returning exotics and whatnot, they're going to sell you nostalgia. And I have zero problems with that. Why? Because I like that. I like nostalgia. I like the weapons and armor and gears and locations of D1, and I think there's no reason that we can't have that alongside new stuff. No reason at all. I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. People always treat it like it's a binary choice. Like, oh, we can either have new stuff or we can have old stuff. No. There are new things. New things can exist alongside old things. This is going to be exceedingly painful. Right. Come here! I gave my life for damage, chat. I did it. I sorted Brachian. I don't hate G-Horn, I just like to have new exotics not once brought back, and that's perfectly fine.
Tell me, is the
You should want new content out of your games.
Yep, went down like a ton of bricks.
Yes. I've
Yo,
read
Brahm, what's
revenge
up, dude?
that
Good to
won't
see
be
ya.
hospital without my arm.
For the leg armor of defeating Hive for Warlock, I don't get any points. Make sure it's not Hive in a specific location. If it's like Hive in the EAZ, then you gotta be in the EAZ. So that Iron Banner quest, I forgot how good Suros was. It's a good auto rifle. Auto rifles still aren't in the best spot when it comes to PvP, but they're not an awful archetype of, you know, they're not like scout rifles where like they feel useless almost everywhere. Like this thing. This is a pinnacle weapon. Most people probably don't even recognize it because it's awful and nobody uses it. Definitely needs a buff. Future Destiny iterations need to have all old Destiny content plus new dedicated servers on next gen on a new engine. I'll agree with most of that. Not all of the old Destiny content. I don't mind if they have all the old Destiny weapons and armor, but they can't keep bringing Vault of Glass to every game they make. Yeah, Duke, if you got awful rolls on your legendary armor, hold on to those packages. Go run more EAZ. Because like Sydney said, the packages, once you've gotten the legendary armor, will start dropping the majestic set for you. So you can get different rolls and like enhanced perks and stuff like that. Make like a baby Yellerhorn, like Yellerhorn's little brother. They did. It was Wardcliff Coil. And it was a little spooked. Ew, you know what? This is that same group. I don't know if I'm gonna carry. I don't know if I'm gonna carry these guys through Hollowed Lair. I don't think so. I don't. Looks like I lost my connection and was sent back to orbit. What's the elemental burn this week? Solar? Okay. Yeah, Duke, thank goodness for that, man. Like, because if you got an awful roll on your legendary armor, you just would have been stuck with that. They can't recycle Vogue forever. Agree to disagree with that statement. I didn't say they can't recycle Vogue forever. I said they can't keep completely recreating Vault of Glass in every single new game that they make. They could. Well, actually, no, I won't say they could. And I don't mean that as a policy thing. I mean that as in they probably aren't going to have the resources to completely put in Vault of Glass every time they make a new game. Doesn't mean I don't want Vault of Glass. You kidding me? Give me back my Fatebringer. Give me back my Found Verdict. Give me back my Hezen Vengeance. I like that rocket launcher.
A friendly warning. I am detecting seismic
Yo!
events all along the Vex's
Mine!
coast. I believe the Red Legion is to blame.
Glorious.
Hey, who wants to bet the Vex will tear us all apart trying to fix it?
Careful, Governor. There's no one out there to let you up.
I'm enjoying using Suros. I really am. No, for this strike, we're going to use Risk Runner, though. And light grenades on it. It does. Fire and Flood. Let's rock and roll. I have 2 characters, but I think I'll only do 1 for Solstice armor. Yeah, you know, and I can understand that. The fact that each armor set, the uncommon, the rare, and the legendary, all has different steps for each piece of gear for each class. Like, completing this set on my Warlock isn't going to get me progress on my Hunter or my Titan. The fact that you have to do it all individually is a little crazy. Yo, stop it. Colossus, you dick. Glad it dropped at 750. I can just infuse for Glimmer. Yeah, that's another great thing. So you don't have to worry about being robbed. Been a hot minute since I've seen this strike. Yeah, man. I don't mind this strike. I remember this one. Like, every time I start this strike out, my mind always jumps back to the beta for Destiny 2. Because, of course, this strike was the one that was in the beta, and it was fun to play. I enjoyed it. We've certainly come a long way in the, 2 years since then? I missed.
Hey, failsafe, you're all cozy in your data core. Any advice on an energy shield?
I believe the nearby Vex constructs maintain that barrier.
Well, I could have... Okay, we'll shoot them.
Probably swap to Pulse Nade so I can activate Risk Runner on my own. It's an old trick, Captain, but it checks out. You think Bungie will continue with D2 and make D3 and continue making new releases, or make Destiny Forever, which expands continuously? I think that might be the plan for Destiny 3. They're going to continue developing D2 until probably, next year. Release D3, and D3 is probably going to be a more continual service game. If I had to take a bet, I'd say it's probably that. Remember when this boss was hard in the beta? Now we can kill this man ASAP. Feels good. Progression of power feels good. Yo, Savanaki. What's up, dude? I'm unhappy with the result of what just happened. I'm quite unhappy. That smells really bad. Yo, you just got the title? Right on, Duke. Hey, Madam Phoenix, what's up? How are you? How you doing? I'm doing good. Just chilling. Playing a little D2. Not a bad start to the day. Bloop.
And of course, the drills have armed crews.
Friendly suggestion.
Drop them first, Cap.
I don't know who decided Colossus needed blinding missiles. But I'd like to speak with their manager. You have too much health.
Cade got stuck stealing from the Vex. Why didn't that happen to the Red Legion?
Calculating Red Legion's similarity to the Cade 6, 0.0001%.
Plus,
Excuse me.
you know, Cade
How would they manage space with a continuous game? The game would file would be too big eventually, right? Oh, eventually, but the same way MMOs do. Eventually, you're just gonna have a 200 megabyte or a 200 gigabyte game. I am empowered.
I think they want their drill back.
Here, boy. Shocky. Why would you also pop your super right now? That makes little to no sense. I guess that super lasted a little longer. Wasn't bad. I keep getting the touched teammates. Knock on the door. Yo, Gray Fox, good to see you, man.
In the right direction.
Open door, open door, open door.
Short trip.
You- Nice. Bro, your randos are dying like they're noobs. Like, for real, like, what's going on? The last group was a mountaintop user, and, like, he was dying everywhere. This group is, dying in questionable ways. Like, did Bungie turn off skill-based matchmaking for strikes? Oh, you dick. You almost killed me. You will always remember this is the day you almost blew the TheBlackLink up. Yo, if they turned off skill-based matchmaking, let me hop into PvP. It's time to farm. Oh, thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. You guys just gonna sit there and wait? That's embarrassing. Maybe I'll talk about nostalgia. An almost D1 loadout on the beta strike. That's right. Stomp. No, my orb!
Zavala, modular mine neutralized.
Here we go. Give me a faster strike next. Shoot, now that I said
Well
that.
done. Failsafe.
You know what it's
What's
gonna
your
do.
assessment of this incident?
Oh, what's that? You want the corrupted 10 times in a row?
And dug into this world to capture it.
So how bad is the grind for Solstice armor? It's gonna take some time, Gray Fox.
Chance this planetoid would have been destroyed in the ensuing battles. Luckily, the captain stepped in.
This is a huge world space. What was that, 5? 5 out of 10. Almost there. Not bad. Granted, we have, you know, heavyweight on. Spike grenades, play the game. I do. Spike grenades and sticky. Prep, ambitious assassin. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Go with that just for the increased magazine capacity. Alright, Risk Runner wasn't awful, but wasn't great. This should show you how often I actually use auto rifles. I have no auto rifle gear. Ugh! I had to say it. I had to curse myself. It's not the corrupted, but it's the other longest strike in the game. Yo, chat, let's crowdsource a poll real quick. Like, does it feel like the hollowed layer comes up fairly often in strikes these days? I mean, we got how many planets now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different locations. Oh, 8. With big ol' Earth here, with strikes on every last one of them. Does it feel like hollowed layer comes up quite a bit in this playlist? Bungie needs to take a look at that. Because I get entirely too much hollowed layer and nowhere near enough Lake of Shadows. Your back must be killing you after all these carries. I mean, it strikes. I don't understand how some of these guys are having trouble with this. Hollowed Layers Year 2, Year 3's Exodus. It kind of is. Although I would take Exodus Crash over Hollowed Lair. Because at least they took the health gate off of the boss. See, look. Here we are. Exodus Crash. We're taking down the homie. This is the strike we all used to dip out on, but it's actually much better now. You can actually just murk him super quickly. It's less of a hassle than Hollowed Lair now. Rude. He died the same way. Rest in peace. Yo, can I get an F in chat? F. Here, I'll start it out. Remember, Lake of Shadows could only be played if you selected it? Yeah, because it was the exclusive strike, and so it wasn't in the playlist for a while. All the new primary guns we got, I use Horror Story the most? Really? Horror Story? Oh no, not again. Not again. Never forget. The Holocaust of my Sparrow.
One more set of coordinates. Those fallen can't be far.
You know what? Aw. They didn't explode. That makes me incredibly sad.
Fallen went that away.
Miss Clippy shows up. Or MS Clippy shows up. You seem to have blown your Sparrow up. Would you like help getting it back? No, Clippy. No one likes you. Go away. Only 90s kids will understand that reference. There we go. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to the loaded question. I want to shoot one thing and watch everything blow up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you dick. Come on, do it again. Bloop.
It's Vanguard policy to keep in contact at all times.
I killed the feed cap. Sorry. Too many
Aren't we due a Vidoc from Bungie soon? I would say probably at the end of this month. We might have one for Shadowkeep. Remember, we just got the other one a month ago. Having been a part of production crews, that stuff takes time. It takes time. Yeah, scan the thing. Oh,
have
you
those barriers down.
Thunderlord, my dog. You know what? I'm joining you in Thunderlord land. Absolutely.
This machine, it's some kind of arc energy
Do
cycle.
I have any machine gun boosting
If you care
stuff?
about ghosts, keep arc induction away from that machine.
If you care about me, keep whatever's shooting me away from me.
Yeah, a little shock might give him some spine.
That's gun reserve. So I have a... You know what? That'll work. Thank you, boys. Keeping my bottom safe. My bottom is precious cargo. Yo, Jonathan, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How'd your Weaver leveling go last night? I mean, I'm at like 77. But for casual leveling, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Mostly just doing it so that I can finish melding my my crafting gear. Eh. Now get on Destiny, Jonathan. Do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Thunderlord's
Barrier
good.
down. They'll say,
Like, see, this is another exotic that I'm happy to have back. I love Thunderlord.
The fallen are
And I'm glad that it was the inaugural LMG
oh, he's okay.
in D2.
How exactly?
Look, his ghost loves him. Failsafe, we haven't seen any sign of Fallen tinkering with your ship.
they're still
Excuse me?
crawling around. They seem right at home.
Apologize, I just punched my microphone.
Arc pulses. Don't worry.
Did you hear that Rooster Teeth is in trouble? You know what? What goes around comes around, my friend. They scummed out on the Vic Mignogna situation. Now Ruby's falling apart. Their fan base is basically abandoning them.
Unless they do.
And they've got a new show that I think just got cleared for Toonami on Cartoon Network. It looks pretty generic. I doubt it's gonna be well received. That's what happens when you cuck out on the homies. Oh, okay. I guess you guys just didn't touch any of the pulses. Oh no, they got them.
Yeah, we stepped on your plates again. What are you gonna do about it?
When you scum out, that's what happens. I forgot how good Thunderlord was. Haven't used it in a few months. Yeah, that's you know, got a reason to use it now. Oh, they did scum out on touching the pulses. I swear, I have to do everything with these groups. Holy moly! Thank you, teammate.
But I killed the feed. How did you do that?
Oh, Davian, Funimation is absolutely schme. Well, you know what? Of all the parties involved, they're the ones who are most likely to possibly get out clean. Only them.
I hid from the back.
They have at least a little bit of plausible deniability. I don't think they will. I think there's more than enough evidence to schmeat Funimation along with all the other scumbags involved in that case. But they're the ones, of all the parties involved, they're the ones who have the best chance of skating. And they're going to have the money to fight as long as possible because Daddy Sony is not happy with lawsuits. And Daddy Sony is going to pay up to keep from becoming culpable. Go away. Some money.
Captain, is anything on fire? I feel like something.
Oh, you'll actually never catch Jonathan in Solstice gear.
Don't worry, Failsafe, we got it. Lights are out.
Rooster Teeth in trouble? Go on. Well, their company and shows are falling apart. They possibly might be called up as litigants in a lawsuit for wrongful termination and tortious interference with contract. You know, cuck things. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! And also, they probably don't pay their taxes. Oh, you dick. No! No, I don't want to be scum teleported! No! No! I don't want to be scum teleported! Get pushed. Forgot they had Sony's hand up their butt? Yeah, they do, and believe me, Sony's none too pleased with Funimation shenanigans. And the fact that they got a Sony employee to take part in this drags Sony into the lawsuit. That's not going to end well. However you look at it, after all this is said and done, however this goes, whether Funimation gets out of it or not, expect heads to roll at Funimation. Oh, there you are. I'm sitting there wondering who's tapping my back. Who's lightly touching my shoulder? How did that not count as an outlaw kill? I'm mad about it. Feel robbed. There he is. Oh, Thunderlord, you're so good. Ruby has been kinda okay lately. Yeah. John will be back for Shadowkeep. Let's be honest. John will be back as soon as he gets bored with Final Fantasy XIV. He'll quietly log on one day, grab the beginning Solstice gear, and start running strikes or PvP. We all know what's going to happen, Jonathan. We all know. He is here. Aw.
Can't sneak up on us. All clear.
My
Easy
systems
money.
have recovered. Have you found any artifacts from the crew? Any burial sites?
Nothing but a fallen fortress built out of your old colony ship. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I guess.
No Golden Age ray guns?
No.
Ain't even touched my sets yet? Oh, rock.
Well, come on back, Guard.
I know you'll get it done in no time. I hope Funimation loses the license to of dubbed DBZ. I mean, I hate for anybody to lose their job, but like, you can't go around doing the kind of stuff they did. Like, that's not okay. Under no circumstances is it okay to basically conspire, ruin a guy's life, lie about him in a court of law, and put it all in emails and text messages between yourselves. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. And word on the street is, Toei, you know, the production company for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super, they are aware of the lawsuit and they are unpleased. They are very unpleased. This new eye level 450 gear that you can't make, Jonathan? This eye level 450 gear that you cannot make? I'm about to catch you over at the corner, begging for spare change, looking like Squidward inside a box. Spare change? Spare change? Come up and ask you, what happened to your crafts? Nobody would buy them, so I had to eat them. The Vic Mignogna lawsuit, Zach. Basically, voice actor for Funimation, contractor for Funimation. Basically had his career ended by a couple of employees who were conspiring to get him out with, you know, innocent until proven guilty and all that kind of stuff, but what looks to be some pretty fabricated sexual assault claims. Some fairly dubious sexual assault claims.
You looking for some closure?
And conspired within a bit of a group to end the man's career over it. Kind of like what was happening to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I've scoped the place out already.
Except these people were stupid enough to put their plans
Take out the warden's server.
in writing,
Things gone crazy.
in texts and emails that, you know, get subpoenaed.
Welcomes you. Impress your warden.
Not a good look. It's not a good look.
Varrics took off.
No, John, eye level 450 gear is the crafted stuff, man. You're talking Phantasmagoria. You're not getting any of that until like 6 weeks from now, bro. You're not getting none of that nonsense.
Let's move this prisoner transport. The cell blocks are up ahead.
Incoming.
I think the Phantasmagoria stuff is eye level 460, actually. Train number 2 coming. Okay, we're good. Odin. I think I was playing PvP with this guy yesterday. What roll do you have on your hand cannon? I'll show you after this strike. Actually, you know what? Right now. I'm in a safe spot. Ostringer, the Beauty. This thing is an extended barrel tactical mag outlaw rampage roll. So just a decent PvE roll. Range master work. Tossed on a rampage spec and probably my favorite PvE hand cannon right now. Ajigar. Hey, that's the dude I was in the tower with. Maybe Bungie did change their connection settings. Make it a bit more location-based. Or maybe there's just more people playing on PC now, so I'm actually playing with people who are in my state. Because I've been seeing the same names over the past week or so. Oh, did I just sabo you? Oh, no, I didn't sabo you. He saboed you. Son of a bitch. Whew. Already got enough for one piece. What, the jewelry? You can augment it from 450 to 470? Okay, so that's how they're working it this time. Usually they just do the tombstone gear as 10 light higher than whatever the highest crafted gear is. The big L. Pretty much, he touched my hair 6 years ago. Sexual harassment. Times up, me too. Yeah. They tried to Me Too Vic Mignogna with a bunch of BS claims, and the man's taking them to court over it. And the BS-ness of their claims is being laid bare in deposition and discovery. And it's sad, because it looks like a lot of people were a part of it. Like a lot of my favorite voice actors were wrapped up in this, in knowingly, falsely lambasting this man. And the more we get into the evidence, the more it looks like they just did it, for some of them, out of spite, out of jealousy. He's a bigger star than a lot of them are. And that's sad. That's super sad to me. Like, I used to think Funimation was a pretty fun place. I've met a lot of the people who work there. Including a lot of the voice actors, and I'm pretty disappointed in some of the names that have come up in this. Come on, teleport. I know you're going to do it. Oh, maybe not. Sheesh! But that's what court is for. Ah, the taste of sweet, sweet justice. And it's coming. Yeah, it backfired big time, Zach. Big time.
The Reef captured some Red Legion.
If any of you are interested in learning more about that, I would definitely recommend checking out Rekieta Law here on YouTube. That's probably the premier source for information about the Vic Mignogna case. I've been subbed to Rekieta Law for a couple of years now. Back when he used to do little bits of law-splaining for smaller cases like the Maddox case and Comicsgate and stuff like that. And he's really exploded over this Vic Mignogna case. He's the dude who made the GoFundMe that got this man about $235,000 in legal fees covered. He's probably the premier source of information on everything going on with the lawsuit. What about believe women? Hashtag believe no one. Give me that believe women nonsense. That blew my mind when people were sitting there seriously with a straight face saying, women don't lie about rape. Oh, is that what you believe? Is that what you think? Hello, my friend. I'll take a seat with you. Is that what you believe? Women, and more importantly, people lie about everything. Everything. Women don't lie about rape. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Google Emmett Till. Do that real quick right now. Just it's okay. Move away from the stream, especially if you're mad. I doubt anybody here is mad because you guys are pretty red-pilled and cool. You guys are based in red-pilled. But if you're a little upset at the statement, believe all women, me saying, that's BS, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Google Emmett Till. Go read up a little bit on that. And then come back and tell this black man that, women don't lie about rape.
Or
Maybe one of the mods will grab you a Wikipedia link or something like that. Ugh. Yeah, people lie about everything. Shoot, like I said earlier, Neil deGrasse Tyson just won his lawsuit for a woman who basically tried to Me Too him, claimed that he, I can't remember if it was sexual assault or straight up rape. When it turns out, like, she had never even been in, like, the same state as Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, the evidence against her was so overwhelming, the court just immediately had to throw it out. But it's a rape culture, right? No. No, we don't live in the Middle East. Rape isn't condoned here. A rape culture is a culture that condones, accepts, and encourages rape. That's not the U.S. Remember, TBL, all women are queens. Hey, all women are queens. But if she breathes... I love the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Stardust Crusaders meme of the all women are thoughts thing. We are not Dio's fuckboys, nor are we bitches. My boy Emmett Till, yeah, that's you know, kind of like, I think that's the story that To Kill a Mockingbird was based off of.
it calls to you.
And it wasn't the only happening. No.
Stand proud.
This kind of thing happens all the time. Shoot, the Duke lacrosse case from like 4 or 5 years ago, where the entire Duke lacrosse team basically had their lives and futures ruined by a stripper who claimed that they raped her. They all gang raped her.
You fought.
All the evidence came out and showed, no. Actually, no, not at all. And then she, like, killed a guy. It was, no, people lie. People lie about everything.
Looks like the trickster left you a present.
Hi, TBL, what did I just walk into? Us getting demonetized on YouTube.
Hey,
That's what you just walked into.
that crazy servitor's down here.
Google Brian Banks. Yeah, Brian Banks. That was another huge story. That dude went to prison. He went to prison over a false claim. Don't tell me this stuff doesn't happen. I was shocked when I heard Chris Rhaegar, the guy that voices Mr. Torgan Hurt in DBZ, was with Kick Vic. Don't be too mad about the people who aren't directly involved in the lawsuit, because for a lot of them, this is their friends basically telling them, oh, I was raped, I was touched by this guy. For some of them, it's like that. People like Chris Rhaegar, Android 17's voice actor, his name escapes me for whatever reason. I can't think of it right now. Chuck Huber, Kyle Hebert. Don't be mad at any of those people, because the way they're looking at it is basically their close friends are coming and saying, hey, this horrible thing happened to me. Please come and say something. Don't be mad at them. Be mad at the people who are in a lawsuit right now, because they're the ones that have done some negative stuff. I'm not too mad about Chris Rhaegar. I'm not too mad at Chuck Huber. Not even guys like Ian Sinclair, who've been pretty outspoken against Vic. Even as recently with the Brett Kavanaugh case. Isn't it funny? I always thought it was funny, a little bit weird. Where's Christine Blasey Ford now? What happened? As soon, you mean to tell me as soon as Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed to the Supreme Court, all those allegations just disappeared? Almost as if they were manufactured and there was no more use for them? Do you guys like ASMR TBL? Isn't it a little bit strange how he never had any mark on his record in the last, 30 years of service as a judge? But the moment he gets brought up for a Supreme Court nomination, an insane allegation that's unverifiable pops up, The woman claiming the allegation has no real trackable history. She has no way to verify her story, and the week and day that she claims the assault happened, Brett Kavanaugh was in Fiji with his family. It's a little bit strange, and it's a little bit strange that the moment all of this was pushed through and Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed at the Supreme Court, everything was dropped. Isn't that funny? Next time on ASMR with TBL, we'll be discussing big booty bitches and why they're good for your health. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, Dust Angel, girl, how you been? Good to hear from you. Fantastic to see you. Like Monica Rial, heartbreaking for me and Ron Toye. Well, Ron Toye is a meme. Ron Soye is a meme. Monica Rial, it bums me out. I've never really met her one-on-one, but I've been at a panel she's at, and she seemed like a nice person. She seemed like a very nice girl. So it bums me out that she, at least based on the deposition video I watched of her and all of the evidence that's popped up so far, is a stone-faced liar. An absolute harlot. A Jezebel if I ever saw one. And I think I talked about it on stream before. You guys know what my theory is with all this stuff, right? And I think that theory has only been bolstered by the deposition videos we've seen, the testimony of everybody involved. Vic was smashing all of these voice actress chicks. He was smashing every last one. Vic Mignogna is the ultimate Chad of voice acting. He was smashing every last one. Because he's a bit of a dog. The dude, and like, I talked about this before. I've been in charge of, well, I won't say in charge. I've been a part of setting up conventions and booths and stuff that these voice actors have been at before, including Vic Mignogna. And I think I've said before, the dude pulls trim. Like, if you were unaware, the dude pulls trim. Like, he's the kind of guy who you go and meet and you think, oh, this guy's obviously flamboyantly gay. But nope, he is this man is as straight as a toothpick, and he pulls trim wherever he goes. He's that type of guy. Unmarried, although he was engaged for a while, and he was cheating on his wife, and that's not good. That is a no bueno. Well, not cheating on his wife, cheating on his fiancée. And that was pretty well known for a while. But the dude smashed everywhere he went. He was the absolute Chad of voice acting. And I get the feeling it was that way with his fellow voice actresses. He probably smashed his way from top to bottom of Funimation. Absolutely every female there. And a lot of this stuff right now with these allegations are coming from a woman scorned. I get the feeling that is the case for quite a few of these chicks. For Monica Rial, probably not Jamie Markey. Not his type, we'll say. Definitely for Kara Edwards, the voice actress for Gohan, or not Gohan, Goten and Videl, I think. But absolutely. Oh, Duke. Vic was sitting there like, hey, Becky, let me smash. Let me smash. Yo, Das Angel, doing work on the grind? How's work been going? Like, you swapped shifts a while back, right? They still giving you trouble, girl? Because your work environment always blows my mind. You do good hard work, but they are always on you. They always on that ass. But I mean, you got it, so. Yo, hi, what's up, dude? Says, hi, I'm a new subscriber. How did you get so good? I don't know if I'm that good. I would say I'm fairly average. Arcburn Heavyweight, aka an excuse to use Thunderlord. Yo, absolute alpha male, Jonathan. He is. He is. Having met the guy and like being around him and seeing what happens at his panels. Like, chicks come up to him and ask for kisses. They ask for a kiss and a hug. Like, that's a thing. Don't nobody come up and ask me for a kiss and a hug. I'm mad about it. But hey, I'm not the voice acting Chad. I'm just the normal Chad. Wait, what? The Shadowkeep release date got moved? Oh, mods, link me a tweet. Give me a tweet. So a puppy who humps everything, understood? Yeah, he's a guy who has it readily available to him and smashes all the time. Doesn't mean he's a bad person. You know, it means he makes a lot of mistakes. It's what ended his marriage before it could begin, and that's sad. And that's not information that really anybody should have, but it came out, you know, in deposition. Definitely a bit of a horn dog, but a great guy. If you've ever met him, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's the nicest dude in the world. Like, I can't even begin to explain to you how nice the guy is and how much he cares. Like, holy moly. Even in my limited interactions with the guy, how much he cares about the fan base. He absolutely adores his fan base as much as they adore him. Yo, we got an article. We bring it up. And I'm going to read this right now. New launch window. As we get a bit closer to serving up Shadowkeep in new light, it's become increasingly clear to us that our releases for this fall would benefit from a bit more time in the oven. Being independent means that the future of Destiny 2 is entirely on our team. You know what? Maybe I should bring this up on stream for everybody. Oh, maybe I should not do this in the middle of a strike like a dick. I'm sorry, teammates. I was almost a scumbag. My bad. I was almost a scumbag there. Let me move this real quick. Sorry, I'm fumbling Windows. Yeah. Can we get an F in chat? Good job. F in chat for the release date. Given the way they're explaining it, though, I'm actually not too mad. If they're doing it to give it a bit more time in the oven to ensure that it's a good release, that's fantastic. No crunch is good, though. Yeah. Pull the lever, Crunk. Is this DLC or just an event? Shadowkeep is the new DLC. Oh, you know what? This is something else I'll talk about, I guess, a bit more when we read the article together. Being able to delay an expansion 1 month out, that's because there's no more Activision. Absolutely would not be able to do that with Activision involved. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with that type of fun as long as it doesn't become illegal, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's a nice dude. Oh no, there's absolutely nothing wrong with smashing every willing woman in sight. There is no problem at all with that. He shouldn't have been doing it while he was engaged. He should not have been. But that doesn't make him a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's a nice guy. He made mistakes. And I'd imagine now that he's, you know, single again. Although that was years ago when all that happened. Now that he's single again, you know, there's nothing wrong with smashing your way around. You do you. Long as all partings are willing and consenting, you do you, and you do them.
Thanks, boss. It's by the book. The whole way. Does this say flame turret?
Alright, let me head back to orbit. Alright, let me bring this up on stream. We can read this all together. The new launch window of Destiny 2. Chrome. Get a browser source added in here. This will only take a little bit. No, OBS. Wait, wants that. Yeah, Google Chrome. If it decides to actually load the page. Meantime, let's head to the tower. Yeah, that's wild, though. No way they would have been able to do that with Activision still at the helm. Alright, I have got this up. Screen. There we go. Keep closing. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so let's read this together. Fuck E. Why does window capture have so many issues? May just want to refresh it. Yeah, window capture's acting super weird right now. See if we can recrop it. There we go. There we go. We just had to full screen it. Yeah, like they took forever to load the actual page up. Crazy. Okay, so new launch window for Destiny 2. Here we go. This is from the Destiny 2 dev team. Hey everyone. As we get closer and closer to serving up Shadowkeep and New Light, it has become increasingly clear to us that our releases for this fall would benefit from a bit more time in the oven. Being independent means that the future of Destiny 2 is entirely on our team. It also means that we're agile enough to choose to do what's best for the game and our players, even if it's the hard choice. We wanted to let you, our community, know first that we're changing the date for Shadowkeep and New Light from September 17th to October 1st. Okay, so not a little bit less than a month. That's not too bad. This fall is the first step on a journey for what our team wants Destiny 2 to become. A place for you and your friends to play anytime, anywhere. Owning the action, MMO, and RPG elements that we love about the game, and crushing barriers to entry for friends. We just need a bit of extra time to take the first step. We didn't make this decision lightly. We know for some of you, us too, Destiny releases are events where you take time off of work or develop a sudden sickness that keeps you from school or work. We get it. A bunch of our team takes some time off to go on their own Destiny jacket quest. We're sorry for screwing up your plans, and we wanted to share this information as quickly as we could. Here's some more date house cleaning. The world's first for the new raid, Garden of Salvation. We got a name! That's neat. So we got a name. Garden of Salvation will begin on Saturday, October 5th. It's a weekend raid race, and contest will be active. We're extending Moments of Triumph through September 17th. You'll have 3 more weeks to complete this year's challenges and unlock all of the in-game and Bungie rewards. We're going to run an additional Iron Banner the week of September 17th as well. Cross-save will come online later this summer, so you'll have time to sort out your friends list well ahead of Shadowkeep. Alright, more to come next week. Thanks for playing and see you soon. Luke and Mark. So Mark Noseworthy and Luke Smith. Alright, so there we go. The release date for Shadowkeep is being pushed from September 17th to October 1st. And along with that, they're pushing up a couple of other things. Of course, we're going to have another Iron Banner. They're going to be pushing out the Moments of Triumph, so you'll have a bit more time to complete that. An extra 3 weeks. We're going to have another Iron Banner the week of September 17th. But cross-save is going to be perfectly fine. That's still going to go live later this summer, so there's no change on that. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And of course, we got the name of the raid, Garden of Salvation. That's pretty cool. I dig it. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. There are worse things that could have happened. There are definitely worse things that could have happened than that. And like I said before, that's something that Activision absolutely would not have allowed. Could you imagine if Bungie was rolling up to Daddy Activision like, Daddy, you know that game expansion for one of our major titles that we've got coming out? We're gonna need to push that back. You could hear the whip right now. So definitely a bummer. It's a bummer that Shadowkeep's not coming out on the 17th. But, shoot, the way I look at it. Okay, I've got extra time to play Borderlands and Monster Hunter World Iceborne now. We'll take it. We'll take it. Dim Hose knew he was engaged, but it didn't matter to them. Everyone gives ladies a pass when they mess with engaged guys who are smashing everything in sight. They're willing participants. Oh, absolutely. I think everybody involved holds responsibility for things like that. Like, everybody just gets mad at a dude who be smashing outside of his marriage. The chick knew he was married. She's just as responsible as he is. Give me that nonsense.
You're on display today, my friend.
But there we go. That's it. No Shadowkeep in September, but we still got cross-save. I'm happy about that. That'll just give me a little bit of extra time to finish my Moments of Triumph and stuff like that. How many of those do I have left? I have Forges of Field, the Masterwork, any of the Solstice gear. Hire's done. Right playlist is done. And just Crown of Sorrow. I'm pretty much done with that. Not bad, though. Not bad at all.
Checking right away.
What do you guys think? How do you feel about Shadowkeep being pushed back a bit? I wonder if that means Destiny New Light is being pushed back a bit, too.
Today is your checking right away.
I wonder.
Let me check right away.
TBL, did you get those special emblems for Prometheus Lens and Lord of Wolves? No, they're not out yet.
Nice shooting out there.
I'm mad about it. They're not out yet. They'll be here at the Gunsmith when they finally come out.
Show 'em that they can't mess with us.
Alright, so what are we on? 8 out of 10. 2 more strikes. Almost done. This is the benefit all around, but sad. I want to play it, but I'd rather have time with other games. Yeah, you know what? If it's to give a game more time in the oven, to be the game that Bungie actually wants it to be, you know, a functional game, I'm okay with that. I'm always okay with delaying games in order to ensure that they work on release. We've seen what rushing does, what crunch does. Crunch gives you Anthem. Chat, look at me. Look deep into my mask. You don't want to be Anthem. You definitely do not want to be Anthem. All right, what do we got? Grenadier and Blackout? Okay. Like Jonathan said, more time for Borderlands 3. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna... So New Light is affected? Yeah. Sorry, I punched my microphone again. I'm super mad. I gotta hit something. But I think I might clip this. I don't know how long YouTube clips for. But clip that and make a video out of it. That'll be my announcement video. Us going over it live on stream. Not bad. I am a little bit bummed. I think the biggest thing I'm bummed about is the delay to the move to Steam. Because I kind of want to get off Blizz. I want to get to Steam. Oh, he's got the little airplane sparrow. Neat. Let's see. I don't know if viewers have the option to clip things. If you do, clip like the start of the read. See if I can find it.
Brachyon, the Genesis mind commands the conversion protocol here on Io. You'll have to
Hold on, I think I found it.
the Pyramidion to find the mind.
It was somewhere around the 1 hour 24 minute mark.
Make it even.
I have reason to believe there may be a taken presence inside.
Somewhere around there.
Watch your back when you get inside.
Okay, I got it. 1 hour 23 till like not quite 1:30. Don't worry, teammates, I'm not a scum. I'll figure it out. There. This is live editing, everybody. Cool. So I'll take that time down. 1 hour, 23 minutes. We're good to go. Did I discuss anything about Crucible and the servers around it? No, but that's another thing I'm really interested in. How how the move to Steam is going to affect PvP and stuff like that. Their server work and matchmaking. It shouldn't cause any super crazy changes, since a lot of this stuff is still held on their servers. Sheesh. What did the element or something change? Because they vaped me there. Yeah, for all the people who took vacation time, I hope they, I hope they can change their date. Yo, Mayday, have a good one, dude. Take it easy, brother. No 1% delirium. I haven't used that thing in forever. Maybe I'll whip it out when I'm safe. These goblins need to chill. Yeah, dude, Chuck, you don't want to be Anthem. You definitely don't want to be Anthem. That's a game that's still struggling. You know, it's kind of hilarious. I went the other day to check on Anthem and say, oh, you know, it's been a couple of months. Maybe they've changed some things. Maybe it's seen a price release. Nope, EA's still selling it for like 50 or 60 bucks, and they're still charging like 80 for the Legion of Dawn version. Alright, well, I'll check back in another 4 or 5 months. I looked at Best Buy. Best Buy's selling it for like 10. But they only have the Xbox version, not the PC version. I'm trying to see if I can get the Legion of Dawn version cheap.
Hey, team, there are taken here. Team? That's fine. We're only inside of a giant planet-transforming pyramid with interdimensional specters and reality-bending
Anthem's
robots.
dead. Yeah, it's not looking good for Anthem. Mesa Sean just posted a video of the delay. Of course he did. That's like Mesa Sean and Houndish. They're like they're almost like printing presses, robots. The moment news happens, they just instantly have a 10-minute video prepared. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna grab a 2-minute summary and reading that I just did on stream. I'll do that after I finish these last 2 strikes. Oh, that's so good. What's Void Day now, right? I guess we're going Truth. Recluse and Truth. That'll do. Dude, I saw the PS4 version for $20 at Best Buy. I was laughing. Dude, like, what a failure. What an absolute failure. And the story of that game's development is so tragic. It's such ridiculous hubris. Such ridiculous hubris. Alright. Void Day, we're gonna do some void things. The TBL, the ad revenue. Hey man, I need that ad revenue. Spend it here.
You've never told me about your fire team, Asher.
What is there to say? Hunters, the both of them.
I was one of the suckers that bought into the Anthem hype and pre-ordered it never again. I didn't pre-order it. I actually took advantage of the EA premium subscription thing, where it's like $15 a month and you get access to Anthem's Legion of Dawn edition. I was concerned about Anthem, so I didn't want to spend $80 on it. So I spent 15, basically rented the or Legion of Dawn version, saw what a dumpster fire it was, And then after my 1 month subscription was done, I ended the subscription and stopped playing Anthem. I'd say I got my money's worth. That was worth $15. And one day, when the Legion of Dawn version goes on sale for like $15, I'll buy that. And then I might go back and revisit Anthem. Only then. I can't justify spending a cent more than that. Come on, explode. The hype was akin to D1. Oh, it was billed as the Destiny killer. As so many other games have been. We talking about that Shadowkeep delay? We were. We just finished it. I'm bummed. I mean, you know, of course, I wanted to play Shadowkeep in September. But if they're taking more time to make it a good release, I'm okay with that. If they're taking more time to add stuff in, to fine-tune things, that's a good thing.
Brace yourself. I believe our Gen Subscribe is genuinely
Pre-ordered Legion of Dawn edition, was so disappointed along with my friends. Yeah. It's just... man. I can't believe the dysfunctional development that went into Anthem. It truly is mind-blowing. Remember, folks, Mass Effect died for this game. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Nostril? You're sure about that?
My friend bought Anthem, and I thought another Destiny, and I tried it. It looked cool, but I couldn't get into it. My friends kept talking shit about Destiny, about how Anthem was going to be better. I still give them a smirk to till this day. I mean, that's your sworn duty. You have to smirk at them, because Anthem definitely wasn't it, Chief. Definitely wasn't it. Nobody wants you here. Go away. Woo! A few too many mans. What a third? Oh, being sly. We got Borderlands 3, Monster Hunter World, though, in September. I mean, you do if you're on console. Scumbag Capcom. I'm mad about that. I'm heated over that. Those of you who don't know, if you play Monster Hunter World on the PC, we'll do a little bit of a prelude here. Monster Hunter World, Capcom's biggest PC release ever. It is the game that has made them the most money on PC in a launch that they've ever seen. They've got a huge audience here on PC. So, Monster Hunter World on PC. We've got Iceborne, of course, coming out in September. But if you play on PC, it's coming in January of 2020.
I mean, yes. Silly me.
Ugh.
The
PC players have to wait until January 2020 to be able to play Iceborne. I'm mad about it.
We're in some kind of interdimensional terminal.
I am upset. None too pleased. None too pleased with it.
Inform the Genesis mind that it has guests.
Truth is fast enough to hit him. Mass Effect Andromeda post-fixes was actually pretty good. My son bought it and finished the campaign, and I watched him play it quite often, and it looked cool. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda was just buried by the memes. Because its launch was so horrific, had so many issues, and the character models looked so bad. It just, the meme took on a life of its own, and basically dictated where that game went. How unfortunate. Because it wound up being an okay game. I wouldn't say great, but it wound up being okay. Destiny 2 won over Marco Style, who is a tough sell. Yeah, I saw Marco put that video up, saying he finally tried Destiny 2, and he's like, oh, this is what this game is like now. And we talked about that a bit on yesterday's live stream. I've been seeing a lot of posts from people basically saying, I never really tried Destiny 2 before, but holy crap, this is what I've been missing out on. This game is fantastic. And it is. We in the Destiny community who play this all the time, we definitely get caught up in the issues of Destiny and how the game has failed in multiple ways. And that's okay. But at the end of the day, Destiny 2 is a good game. This is a very good game. Like, we spend our time playing this game for 15 to 20 hours a week. It's a good game.
Did you sever its arm from its chassis and send it spiraling into the infinite?
Aw, Das Angel, you got pulled into the office? Time to work?
It's dead.
I'm sorry, girl.
It's real dead.
That's the life of a work bay. Rip PC players? Yeah, it's bad. I'm really not looking forward to having to buy the game on console just to be able to experience it in a decent time frame. That bums me out. All right, one more strike. What do you guys think it's gonna be? You think this game's gonna be a dick and throw me back into Hollowed Lair? Here, I'll make a promise. I will play to completion whatever strike they send me. If it's Hollowed Lair, we'll do it. If it's Corrupted, we'll do it. What strike do you guys think it's gonna be? We've seen Hollowed Lair a couple times. We've seen Pyramidion a couple times. We saw Arms Dealer once. What strike is it gonna be? Lake of Shadows calling it? I hope so. I hope so. I'll take that blessing, Duke. Oh, please. Oh, please, don't give me something bad. Don't give me something bad. Don't cuck me at the end of the stream. You can't do that. They can't do it, right? They can't keep getting away with it. Okay, back to Nessus. Is it Exodus Crash? Are we getting Exodus Crash twice in a row? No! Okay, Inverted Spire. I'll take it. I love this strike. Boom, baby. Did anybody guess Inverted Spire? No, nobody pulled it up. Repeat strike, but it's a good one. Oh, I love this SMG. Woo. Destiny and Red Pills, my two favorite hobbies. Regret I have but one subscribe to give. Well, welcome to the channel, Vampiro7. You, sir, are based and red-pilled. That's all we got here. We've got Destiny and Red Pills. It made me run Hollowed Lair 4 times in a row yesterday. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm absolutely telling you. There's something up with the strike algorithm. It throws Hollowed Lair all the time. And Hollowed Lair is an awful strike. Not structurally. I mean, the boss fight is awful structurally, but it's just so long and boring. Is it worth starting in Nightfall and heading to a Lost Sector to grind the kills for a loaded question? Yeah, sure. I think for loaded question, for the strike completions, just run Lake of Shadows over and over. For kills, yeah, you can just go into a Lost Sector and a strike. I believe that's what I did. I know for the the grenade launcher. You know, I did the whole corrupted strike thing where you load into the corrupted and then just go run blind well. That'll get it done in like an hour or two.
Hey, Failsafe, you're all cozy in your data core. Any advice on an energy shield?
I believe the nearby Vex constructs maintain that barrier.
Well, I could have... Okay, we'll shoot them.
Oh, Recluse, you're such a good gun. When this thing gets going, when Master of Arms goes live, it's so much damage. Yo, Duke, you coming to Florida in January?
Those drills.
Family, like, visit or something?
Stop a Cabal invasion.
Survival
You got some plans?
for all of us.
Yo, Incognito, don't count yourself out, dude. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 sir. How rude. How unbelievable. You know what? I died there because they both meleeed me, and it's Blackout. I completely forgot about Blackout. I just got jumped. I walked around a corner and just got jumped. By a gang of angry Cabal gladiators. Sheesh. Yo, Black Flag. Ninjas moving to Mixer? Really? If that's true, Microsoft threw money at him. They had to have just thrown every money they had. Every single one. But Mixer's been growing lately. I've been thinking about starting a Mixer account. Actually, no, I have a Mixer account. I've been thinking about streaming over to Mixer. It's been growing. That one place PewDiePie streams at now, what is it, like DLive or something like that? Granted, like, there's some spooky Chinese stuff going on with DLive. Like, I think that might be funded by the Chinese government. But yeah, I'm glad other platforms are growing because Twitch needs competition. Competition breeds growth. This is America, darn it. Oh no. Isn't there supposed to be a gentleman in here? Question mark? I'm a little confused. I only watch Mixer so I can buy Smite tokens. Well, I mean, watch it for whatever reason you want to watch it, dude. One. Where is the other one? Question mark. Like, is he late? Did he miss his bus? Is there no Uber nearby? A little confused. Not down here. Yeah, don't count yourself out, Incognito.
Just so you know,
I believe in you. Okay.
And the only way to reach it is
I believe in you, brother. You can get Recluse. Recluse is actually probably one of the easiest pinnacle weapons for Crucible to get. Certainly easier than Luna's and, you know, Mountaintop and Redrix. It's not bad at all. Just do the usual thing. Go into comp, get 3 wins. Once you've gotten your 3 wins, stop playing for the week. Go back in next week, get 3 wins. You do that for a couple weeks, you'll have Recluse. Just try to mitigate your losses. Always end your session. after, you know, a couple of games of either a loss or a win. There you go. I mean, shoot, I'm part of the way towards a Revoker, and I never snipe. If I can get that thing, you can get Recluse. Yeah, Zach, apparently Ninja's going to Mixer. Very interesting. That Twitch just lost. Wait, does Ninja still stream on Twitch? Was it Twitch he was streaming on?
It's going to be a short trip.
I know he was the biggest at one point. Which, props to him for taking over the spot from, like, Lyric. Whoever it was. That's a pretty big loss for Twitch. Stop shooting my sparrow, thank you. It's good. Competition's good. Mixer can grow. That just means more opportunities, more people to, you know, watch streamers doing stuff. I really wish YouTube would get their act in order. I still contend, if YouTube would get its ish together, they would be the absolute most dominant streaming platform. They already have the largest audience. They've got all the infrastructure in the world. You can stream in 4K on YouTube if you want to. They have the infrastructure for it already. They just need to do a few things. Like, you know, actually make this a platform friendly for streamers, friendly for gamers. Get their content ID nonsense sorted out. Oh, I just wasted a few rockets. Actually start offering people emotes and stuff like that, incentives for using YouTube's premium subsystem. Because for those of you who don't know, there is a premium subsystem on YouTube akin to the one on Twitch. It's called channel membership. If you look over at the side of the video right now of this live stream, you'll see it. There's a join option. That's it's like a $5 a month thing that gives you access to special emotes that, you know, the channel owner gets to put out. YouTube didn't really implement that until like this past year or so. Oh, you guys picked the worst time to die. Rest in peace. They have so many things that they could do. So many things that they could do to attract people, not only streamers to this platform, but people to watch live streams on this platform. And they just don't do it because, I don't know, it's YouTube and they're idiots. Oh, that feels bad. Can I get an F for my super chat? That feels really bad. Yikes. Why Ninja? They could have picked someone better? Because Ninja's like the biggest streamer in the world. I mean, qualitatively speaking, yeah, sure, there might be somebody better that you like, but there's nobody bigger. There's certainly nobody bigger.
Zavala, modular mine neutralized.
Rest in peace. Thank you. Thank you for the Fs. Thank you for the whiff.
Well done. Failsafe, what's your assessment of this incident?
Alright.
Records indicate
Gauntlet's
Cabal
done.
discovered the mine.
That just leaves the chess piece in the bond. And for those, all I gotta do is get like art kills and, yeah, art kills in Gambit or Crucible, and then match completions, which is gonna be easy money. Easy money to do.
Luckily, the captain stepped
Alright, get me out of here. And then we'll be on to the rare armor, which from what I've seen, doesn't take that long to get through. As grindy as it seems, it doesn't really feel like it's that long to get through. Maybe the whatever it is, 100 or 500 mini boss kills in EAC might be a little difficult, but really, it's not bad. I've seen people go from the blue to legendary in like a single day, so that's probably what I'm gonna get on later tonight if I can get these last few matches done, which shouldn't take me too long. Alright, I do believe that is where we are going to call it quits for today. It's almost 2 o'clock. I've got to go get me something to eat before I go to work. This has been a fun one. This has been a really fun live stream. It's been a newsworthy live stream. You know, we went through a bit of a news story there that nobody was expecting with the Shadowkeep thing. And again, just to wrap that up, I'm a little bummed about it, but I understand. If they need extra time in the oven to make Shadowkeep a fantastic X-Pack, I'll take it. That's fine with me. You take all the time you can to do that sort of thing. We got to talk a bit about Vic Mignogna. We got to talk about some red pills out in the wild and the state of the game. I'd say it's been a pretty fun stream overall. Overall. We will be back live streaming, hopefully, again tomorrow. Same time, same place. So you guys know where to find me. Is that Pepsi Man? It is. Pepsi Man. Again, another 90s, early 2000s reference there. Great stream. Don't forget to smash that like button like Vic smashed everything. That's right. I want you to smash that like button with all the force of Vic Mignogna banging cosplay thoughts. That's right. All across America. That is a mighty smash, if I do say so myself. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love your faces. For all the new follows, all the new subs, welcome to the channel. We do these live streams virtually every day in between video content and stuff like that. Next video is probably going to be that highlight from the article we read, and then the TWAB from tonight, which is probably going to be a wrap-up of all the news in Destiny for the week. But anyways, I am out for now. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I am TheBlackLink. You Guardians stay frosty. Look at that mask. Spooky looking.